Hey, I'm Gabi. I'm a little person, and you're watching Gabi's Driving Journey, Part 4. Previously on Gabi's Driving Journey. And I got my G1, I went for my G1 on December 31st, 2015. Yes, same year. And I passed the written portion of the test on the first try, and I got my G1. But of course, I have short legs, so I was unable to drive. So I haven't driven at all. Actually, my pedals to drive with. Now some wonder how I reached the car pedals to drive, and I was telling them that I need pedal extenders, and these are them. But yeah, so this will unscrew, and it will hook onto the actual pedal, so that when pressure releases on there, it will release on the pedal itself.
That one's gonna fit like that, and this one's gonna fit like that.
Now on to today's episode. Hey guys, it's Gabi. Welcome back to Gabi's Driving Journey. For those of you who are new, this is a series I started back in April of 2017 when I started my process of getting my license. Now the process, I can happily tell you, is over, and you will hear the outcome in the next episode. But today's episode, I'm going to be talking about the lesson process of finally getting to the end. Particularly, I'm going to be talking about not so specific as to what school I used, but what school turned me away because of my size. That's right, you heard me. I got turned away from a school because of my size. They were SIZEIST. You have racist, you have, anti-religion. These people were SIZEIST. They could not teach me because of my size, which was weird, which was discriminatory, which was just plain wrong. And that is why I'm about to tell you guys this story in, again, Gabi's Driving Journey Part 4 of this 5-part series. So without further ado, let's get on with the story. This all started, I think, back in June or July of 2018. It is now October of 2018. And I had signed up online for this driving school. And I already, as you've seen from previous episodes, had my driving equipment and have driven in a Honda Civic. Remember that, a Honda Civic once. So I knew it was possible. I had called the school. They had 3 locations. I had called them and I had said, hey, I'm a little person. Would you be able to help me? Would I be able to take your class? I have my own set of pedals. The lady on the phone said to me, and I quote, yeah, no problem. I don't see why not. And I reassured her, oh, I have my pedals. She said, yes, okay. I said, okay, good, great, thank you. So I registered myself for the class. It was a 4-day week class, because when you get your G2, you need to have 20 in-class hours when you take lessons, 10 in-car hours, and then 10 hours of homework. So I went to the first day of class. We hadn't paid yet, thankfully. So I brought the money. It was around 8 a.m. It was early morning. It was like regular school. My dad drove me there, and it was above a shopping center. So we went up, and we waited in line because there were people in front of us, because again, it was the first day, so people were registering. And the boss lady, the instructor, if you will, looked at me and was shook, as if she had never seen a little person in her entire life. This woman saw me and went, and I'm just smiling because I don't know what's going through her head. She went, I went, hey, I'm here for my driver's lesson. My dad said, she's here for a driver's lesson. The woman said, oh, I don't know. My dad said, what? She said, I don't know. And that's when the problem started. We continued to say that I was here for my lesson, and she kept being just so shook she didn't know how to respond to me, saying, I don't know if we could teach you, I don't know if you'll be able to drive. Keep in mind, as we saw in my last video, the last episode, it's possible. I had my own set of pedals. Like, they didn't have to pay for anything. They didn't have to go out and buy me pedals. They didn't have to go and rig up a car to be specifically for a little person. No, they just needed to put the pedals on, let me drive, and let me go. But she kept saying, I don't know. Then she brought over the instructor, the person who actually taught in-car. Because I think she was the in-class teacher, while he was the in-car teacher. And he said, you know what, let me show you the car, and then you could see that we might not be able to service you. And here's the one thing she said. Here's the one thing that the instructor said. The instructor was a female, the driving teacher was a male. The instructor said to me, we once had a 6-foot guy, and he couldn't fit in the car. So we don't want to let you pay and for you not to be able to fit in the car if we're not able to work in the car. Because the 6-foot guy couldn't fit in the car, therefore he couldn't drive. 6-foot guy. I'm 3'10". Literally 2 sides of the spectrum. What are you saying, woman? So the instructor took us downstairs and showed us the car. He showed us the car that they use in their class. And what was the car? Oh, a Honda Civic. A Honda Civic, you say? Yes, a Honda Civic. The same make and model of the one that I had driven before. Therefore, we all know, myself, my dad, all you guys watching, that it is possible for me to drive this car. But they were so turned off by the fact that I was not an average type person that they didn't even want to try to make it work. They just started by giving excuses about how it wouldn't work, and that was not okay. I'm not going to name the driving school because I'm not going to give them any publicity. But let's just say they weren't the best choice for me. And we left. They showed us the car. We realized that they were just making up excuses. And we left then and there. My dad was so much more angry than I was. I can control my anger very well. My dad, as a parent, was very upset that they had turned me away, that they were SIZEIST, that they basically said, oh, we can't teach you because you're short. We can't service you because you're little. And so he called the Ministry of Transportation. There it is. And then he got in touch with my now past, because I have completed it, but my driving teacher. She was the best. He told her what happened. She came to the house that day. She came to the house in a span of, I don't know, half an hour. And we showed her everything. We showed her the pedals. We told her the story. And she said to us, I don't see why they couldn't help you. Obviously, you can drive. You have your pedals. You're fine. I don't see the issue. And that is when we started to love that driving teacher. And also started to get more angry at the other driving school for being literally SIZEIST. If one driving instructor says it's fine and a whole driving school says it isn't, then this driving school is in the wrong. But thankfully, my driving teacher came from heaven, and she taught me how to drive, and because of her, I may or may not have gotten my license. But to find that out, you gotta check out next week's episode, or in the next episode of Gabi's Driving Journey, the final 5th episode. But that's the whole story about how these people were SIZEIST against me and wouldn't let me drive because of my height. So that's the story. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the story time inside of Gabi's Driving Journey series. If you haven't seen my last few episodes, make sure to check them out. I will leave them linked all down below. And I will also leave a playlist in the end card. And I'll also add an I think up here on the top of the screen there. So make sure to check them out and watch that so you are ready for next week's Gabi's Driving Journey series finale, when you can finally see if I got my license or not. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions about little people driving, make sure to leave them all down in the comments below, and I will help the best I can. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a great day, a great year, and a great life. Bye.